going on, folks? This is Art coming at you with another video. And I just want to talk about this space in general. The space that, we're in, the IBMOR community that's in the manosphere. And, I've noticed that a lot of people hate this space. They really do. They really hate the IBMORs of the manosphere. And they don't like us. And what it has come to realize to me is that a lot of people do not like this space is because we are thinking black men. We are the ones that are actually bringing stuff out to the forefront. We are the ones that are actually doing the work behind the scenes. We got academics on the side. We pretty much are bringing forth reading articles. We're the educated class. It feels like almost of the manosphere, because we don't really do like these reaction videos like a lot of people in the manosphere does. We don't do these easy videos. We bring forth studies, we bring forth articles, we bring forth reports and all that. And that's what we bring to the space. We bring tangibles that people can actually go back and look and review. And we can bring up studies on live streams. We can bring up stuff that we have read. And, it's hard for people to counter that. It really is. It's hard for people to counter something that they have not read or they have not done research on. So you have a lot of these feeling talks because they're going off what they feel. And what we've always said in this space is that stop going off what you feel, but what you think. Thinking is about knowledge. What knowledge do you have in your head? What knowledge that you have? And because I just have to say, some people don't have the knowledge, they get angry, they get mad, be disrespectful. And so when you have those people in these spaces because they want to be emotional about everything, then there comes a time where people are going to start to hate you. And you can't help but just look at them with a sad face. It's like, you got to be smarter than that. Look, life ain't fair. It's definitely not. Life ain't easy. Learning all the stuff that we put forth is not easy. We have to do the work. We have to read the books. We got to read the studies. We got to understand the metrics, the economics of the situation. And quite frankly, yeah, it gets a little boring. These are the videos that if we do them, won't get a lot of views. And that's fine. What matters is that the information is out there. It has put forth fruit into people. I mean, when me and BGS did the Kerner Commission, who knew that it would be referenced in a Fox Soul show? And it just shows that some of these people are actually listening to us in this space, and they're actually saying, okay, these guys are putting forth good content. And so when you start hearing it outside of this space into mainstream media, you know that you have done the correct work. And that's all we try to do, just put it out there. We try to put this stuff out there for people so that way they can have the knowledge to counteract these narratives, these stereotypes that have been placed upon us as black men, to show what's really going on. What's really going on in our relationships, what's really going on in the way that black boys have been treated, what's really going on in the educational system, what's really going on the jobs, what's really going on in our society at large. That a lot of people are not getting the information because they want to be entertained. That's not me. I'm not here to just only entertain. Now, I can be entertaining, and I do have some entertaining content from time to time, but most of the time that I'm here, I'm actually trying to put forth information for you guys so that way you can make your own judgment on it. And I try to leave it up to you guys to figure it out. If I put out a report that I found and I do a video on it, You guys see the report, y'all can make your own assumptions on it. If I put out an article read about, California is getting rid of electrical cars, all it does is reconfirm the stuff that we've always been saying, because we already know that this is the plan from the get-go. So, it is what it is. The reason why I like this space that I'm in is because it's full of people that are actually thinking, learning, and going through documents and understanding the history. Because I'm a big history buff. I like learning about history as much as I can. Now, I may not know everything, but I do like learning about it. And I try to be as fair and honest as I possibly can. Now, some people may not like that. I can't help you. If you don't like me being fair and honest, you think I should just take sides. I can't. What I am is I'm just going off the information that is presented to me, and then I can make assumptions about it, and then I try to find the pros and cons of the discussion. Now, it's not saying that I believe everything that I read. It's not saying that I discredit everything I read. I try to be as much as an open book as I possibly can. And if I find something that I, can't refute, I have to, with my own two eyes, just say, okay, I can't refute this, so it must be true. There has to be some validity to it, because, I can't find any wiggle room at all. There's no room to wiggle or anything like that. So, or it's very little, so there has to be some validity to it. That's how I work. That's how I operate. So, and there's a lot of people in this space that don't like it because we pretty much embarrassed them. We pretty much made them mad at us because, they don't do the work. They don't do the due diligence. I was just watching a video with Dr. Tierson Johnson on this panel, and this guy was being very disingenuous with his responses. And I think it was something dealing with black boys, and talking about black boys are disciplined at the same rates of black girls, which we know that's not true. Especially when it comes to black boys being dealt more drugs when they go to special education. And I've seen that personally within my life. I've seen one of my ex's sisters purposely put her son in special education to be put on drugs. And we have plenty of brothers in this space that have voiced the same thing. Like, they were put in special education because their teachers didn't want to deal with them. A lot of black kids are disciplined harshly and pretty much are expelled almost from the whole entire school year because the teachers don't want to deal with them. Even in my situation with my ex, and she was a substitute teacher, you have a whole wing, and this is at a black school, you had a whole wing of black kids, and there was only one primary teacher. The rest of them were substitutes in a black school. You didn't see that in the white schools, those schools that had money. You saw that in those poor areas where those black kids are, and they took the funding from those schools, knowing those schools were struggling, and divvied it out somewhere else. Those teachers did not want to work there, so they left those black children there to suffer. I mean, what kind of education are those kids going to have if they have no teachers? They have no teachers down in that hall. And you would think that they would try to make sure that those kids had the best opportunity they could, but they didn't care. They want to make sure that their kids are okay. Their kids are okay. Not your kids, but their kids. And so when I hear people saying that the stuff that this gentleman was saying, I don't even remember this guy's name. What it shows that a lot of these guys are just not thinking. They're not actually reading the studies. They're just basically going off of feelings. And they're already coming in with a preconceived notion that they're trying to confirm and not actually be objective. And when you have people and you debate people like that, you're not going to change their mind. Your job as a person that's battling someone like this is not to talk to them, it's to talk to the audience. let the audience decide what's what and who's who. If the audience wants to be biased, let them be biased. That's something I learned. I didn't come to change everybody's mind. I came to change the right people's mind, to give them a new way of thinking. And if the right people has their mind changed and can think better and to think clearer and to actually do the work and become more adept into these conversations, the more the merrier. But anyway, guys, that's just my thoughts right now. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.